Teeing off here in round 2, it is the defending champions. Jeeno Thitikul and Ronnie Yen, and Kay Cockrell is going to follow along.
Straightaway par 4. Wind is really intensified, helping right to left on this hole.
Teeing off on 10.
Could help some of the players who, the teams that are somewhat near that cut line, could not. I think they're going to be well rested, Kay, and just prepared.
They probably feel a whole lot fresher today. Just 115 yards left, which is nothing on this 404-yard hole.
They shot 62 in 4-ball to win it on Sunday last year, and they'll have 2 looks at birdie.
5-footer or so, that level to start, and it starts going downhill overall right to left.
Still really, as we've said all day, this is, everybody's got to look at birdie here, want to give it a good run, get off to a hot start, especially this pair who's got to be looking at that leaderboard thinking, I really need to make something happen today. The scores are out there.
You hope it's one of those days where the cup looks like a bucket.
Just like what we saw from Leona today on this back 9. A hot putter does so much. A hot putter is always important, but especially in this format where you really need to take it deep.
Right, Takeda for an opening birdie.
Really learn anything there from her partner.
Yeah, she was kind of putting more from the underneath towards the front of the green. Starting with a par, no fireworks.
It is one of the easiest holes today, relatively speaking, to par on the course.
Jeeno, the first of these 2.
Love the friendship that these 2 have, and this is such a fun event for them, and really just a boatload of talent within these 2 teams, particularly this team of Thailand and China that come together. Oh, she thought she had it.
Yeah, that certainly looked like it had a great chance, Kay. Good roll. Just got to remind yourself, hit a good putt, gave it a run. Do that 18 times. Plenty are going to fall.
Morgan, I talked to, well, even Megan Kang before I interviewed her. She said in the front 9, she just wanted to make putts so badly. It was almost like she was trying too hard, and they didn't get their first team birdie till the 9th. And that is a temptation out here, is that you want to go 8, 9, 10 plus under, but you have to somewhat be aggressive, but also let it happen.
I'd say in general, that happened to Jeeno last week. I'm not trying to take it deep, but I mean, she had such a hot day with the putter in the first round, and you know, you just start trying to force things, see your name towards the top of the leaderboard, and it just feels like there's cellophane over the hole.
No doubt on that one.
Yeah, through the cellophane and in. So Jen and Ruoning, their team name, the defending champs, they open with a birdie here, and they go to 3 under. Both just on the tee of the 11th. Jeeno Thitikul.
Another straightaway tee shot. Bunker on the left does come into play. Hitting back into the wind, so this par 5 is going to play much longer.
Oh, gets a nice kick right there. Be able to chase something down there a little bit.
Now Ronnie.
It's interesting the order that they play. Morgan, were you kind of detailed about in four ball who goes first?
And
definitely one that at this point on the leaderboard, you feel like you need to take advantage of the par 5 and not to be here.
All right, while we have a sec, let's go down to Karen.
Thanks, Grant.
Love it. All right, at the 11th, the par 5, the second for Jeeno.
A little more pressure on Jeeno, going with the long iron to lay up. Her partner drove it in the right rough and it punched out from the trees.
Just a layup there up the left side, trying to give her some kind of an angle or a good number to this.
Par 5, 11th, third shot, Miyu Yamashita.
85 yards, sand wedge in hand. Breeze a little bit left to right now.
Man, nicely done. There have been 2 eagles already on this hole today.
Kupcho and McGuire in with the 60, up by 2. Third for Jeeno.
From the left center of the fairway, 75 yards the hole. And the wind kind of pushing that to the right.
You can see some dark clouds in the offing.
Wow. It was, yeah, it was beautiful. She does have a long putt. This is probably close to 50 feet. But who knows, you know, just give it a run. She made a nice birdie at the last hole. I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit of back and forth between Jeeno and Ronnie contributing today. Maybe even they might have a side bet on who makes more birdies.
I saw her putting with the claw there. Relatively new technique. That's something we see all that often from Ruoning.
This time last year, Ronnie was really battling a wrist injury that she sustained at the Mizuho Americas Classic and did not play much. She did win here with Jeeno, took some time off, and only played the majors and the Olympics for the first part of the summer, that mid-summer time, and then came back and won at the end of last year twice. But it was this event that really got both of them going in 2024.
I think this golf course is just, it's such a pleasant course to play. It's interesting, and this whole, the way that the build out, the way the tournament has built this out, the cute little downtown of Midland, it's just, players love it here. Rio putting from a similar angle. This is a 30-footer, more from the center of the green. A little right to left.
Still looking for a weakness in Rio Takeda. We've seen her for half a year. So impressive. She won 8 times on the JLPGA last year, and the 8th one was that co-sanctioned event, the Toto Japan Classic. She won a 6-hole playoff with our friend Marina Alex, who's now stepped aside from playing regularly. And Rio used that victory to join the LPGA Tour.
I'd say if I see any weakness so far in watching her game, it's almost aggressive nature. Got her into a little trouble at the U.S. Open, a little bit of trouble last week.
Jeeno.
She thought that would move down to the left a little bit more than it did, so missing it on the high side. Not able to take advantage of the par 5 11th.
Are they looking at the clouds, maybe?
Yeah.
Miyu Yamashita for birdie at the 11th.
I feel like, as I said, this group has got to get something going in order to move up that leaderboard and make the cut, just to be here for the weekends.
Second hole of the day, they get the birdie, the Japanese rookies.